What have I learned?
Well, and this is a fascinating conversation. I love it. And the next question I want to preface, because it's a little bit of a touchy subject, but in our community, we know, kind of there's another a dark side, I guess. And when the performance enhancing drugs conversation comes up, one of the things I always start with is there's no real benefit to an athlete, in my opinion, coming out and admitting to it, because if you admit to it, all that comes in is negativity from people that haven't trained. And one of my favorite quotes was actually from Buff in the ESPN documentary they did, when he said, when he was asked, once you've trained for 15 years every single day, then you can come back and ask me about performance enhancing drugs.
Until you're in the gym 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, watching your carbs, watching your protein year-round for 15 years. After you do that, if you want to say I'm on steroids, then you can. But until you try that, don't say it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the people who watch this podcast know there are ways that you can train. There's ways that you can diet to, get yourself to a very good physique naturally. The genetic freaks can go a little bit beyond that. But when you get to the Lex Luger level, or a Scott Steiner, or even potentially a Buff Bagwell, of course, and then Lex has come out before and admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs.
Sure.
I want to ask you, Buff, if you're not comfortable answering it, that's fine. Whatever you want to say, I will trust what you say. But most people would look at it, and if I'm going to be honest, myself included, and say 250 pounds shredded, even with the greatest genetics in the world,
hey,
there must have been something. A little bit of help.
Right.
And to me,
you add up everything you just added up, and the answer to it is, how old are you?
27.
How old are you? How old?
27.
27.
Yep.
When you were 20, how many low testosterone commercials did you see? How many times did you hear the word low T?
Yeah.
How many times do you hear it now?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
My father even takes it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look up on your phone testosterone, brother.
Yeah.
Right now, every single male that's listening to this should know what his testosterone level is. And it's hard to do because it changes.
Completely agree.
Testosterone has a 10-day lifespan in your system. So, if you took a shot today and you go test, your test level is going to test higher. So, if you actually want to know your test levels, you take the shot, you wait 3 days, and you go get it done. Then you get the test done, and that is your true testosterone level. The count is, believe it or not, is, for some reason, it's 2 and some change. I don't know why. But it's 2 and some change to 1,100 even. I don't know why that's the count. But that's where the human, if you're at 1120, you're on something.
Yeah.
You're on something. But the catch is you want to try to stay in that area of that, because you got to realize we work for Ted Turner. We were getting drug tested every week, bro.
Right.
Every week. We were a G-rated company, and we're going to Eric going, bro, I mean, you got to be kidding. I mean, there's no way to do this. I mean, this is just crazy. So back when even, like I said, testosterone was considered a drug, that was considered steroids. Testosterone is not a steroid anymore. Now it's, people see that it's necessary, that it needs to be done, that it helps your heart, it helps your liver, it helps your sleep, it helps your brain. I mean, it does read. I mean, dude, if you read up on it, it would blow your mind to the point. Every time I got a chance, I'll tell a guy, I'll go, bro, you should know what your I said, and I know before I ask you that you ain't got no idea. I said, but you should know what your testosterone level is within 100 or 200 points at all times. And I do. And I did back then. I trained with a professional bodybuilder named Matt Duvall. And you always said a minute ago, you said what I said about TSN, about do what I do, for 15 years and then come back and talk to me. And that's kind of what Matt would do. Matt would say, look, I'll buy everything I've taken for you and give it to you. And let's see how you come out looking.
Exactly.
And he was right. It still comes down to genetics, bro. Genetics still play. You can see that's the haters go, oh, that guy, he comes steroids. That's why it looks like that. That's just a guy's cop out, so they feel better about themselves, not looking like the guys that like me look, the guys that like me look. That's just an easy cop out for them. That's all it is. Because all it is means is we care about our bodies and we're doing the right thing with it.